good evening, and welcome to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast, um, where we inspire, we encourage, and we empower you to live a healthier lifestyle. I'm Anna. I'm your host. I'm a retired school teacher and author, an educational consultant, a jury consultant, and a health consultant. I'm also a certified cake instructor. I bring to you a wealth of knowledge and experience to our conversation. And you know what? Each episode, we delve into topics that enrich your life, from educational and personal development to health, wellness, and the art of jury. And I do this by providing it with speakers and giving you knowledge and just making you aware of some of the things that affect our daily lives. So join me as we explore inspiring stories, expert insights, and practical advice to help you live a blessed and fulfilling life. So I want to thank you again for joining me, where every conversation is a treasure. So welcome. And you know, this since January is almost over, but I have been talking about professional development. And the first week I went over reflect, um, release, and renew. The second week I went over uh, your mindset, growth mindset versus fixed mindset. Last week, I went over setting goals, and we always want to set SMART goals. SMART goals, SMART, that is specific goals, measurable goals, achievable goals, relevant goals, as well as time bound. So you want to put a time on that. So tonight, and you can get those other series. You can always go back and watch them on YouTube. They're on YouTube there. But tonight, we're going to talk a little about habit, when you form a habit. So the topic tonight is habits that stick. So when you form a habit, you're performing or you're programming your brain to perform beneficial um, actions automatically. That's what it really means. Okay. And so it's where you just don't even think about it anymore. It's part of your everyday life. So over time, these habits become second nature to you. And so therefore, it's going to improve your productivity. It's going to make your health better, and it's good for your overall well-being. So I'm going to try to take a commercial, and then we're going to come back and we're going to delve right into that topic. And I got a little surprise for you um, at the end. So let's see if I can what I can do here. Okay, we are back. I will provide that link for you. Just a moment, because I do have a link for those wigs. And if you I have a code as well. So if you use that code for you will get a discount. So that is the link for that. So wigs, I have on one tonight. I love their wigs. Yeah. So if it's something that you're into, just go there and look. I always just go look. So I just wanted to let you um, see all of that. All right, so let's get in. Let's get into it. Okay. Did you know that building lasting habits require intention, consistency, and alignment with your long-term goals? Remember last week, that's what we did. We set those long-term goals. So I'm going to provide you with a step-by-step guide to help you create habits that stick. So the first thing, which we've already set the foundation because that the first week was the reflect, then the growth, and then setting the goals. So last week we said go. Okay. So you're going to start with clear goals. And the most important thing is to define your why. Your why is very important. It doesn't matter. You cannot do your goals if you don't understand your why. Your why uh, makes you understand why the habit matters to you. You want to set specific goals. Instead of saying, I want to get fit, you're going to say, I want to exercise for 30 minutes 3 times a week. So if you say that, you know that you want to be fit. The first one was kind of general. The second one was very, very specific. And so that's what a SMART goal does. It sets specific goals for you to work on. And you want to make your goals measurable, which is what I just said. So you want to track your progress to stay motivated. So the action step that you really need to do for this one, the first one, is to write down your goal and the habit that will help you achieve it. You want to write down your goal and the habit that will help you achieve it. Okay. Number 2, start small, y'all. Start small. Don't go, take small steps. Big changes can feel overwhelming. So break your habit into tiny, measurable steps. Tiny, measurable steps. So, another example. If your goal is to read more, start with 5 minutes of reading daily instead of trying to finish a book in one setting. Okay. So you can measure that because 5 minutes. Whereas before, I'm just going to read a book. I'm going to read this whole book. But I'm going to read 5 minutes of this book daily. Identify the action plan or the action step that you want to take in this is identify the smallest step you can take toward your goal. The smallest one. Number 3, use habit stacking. Do you know what habit stacking is? Habit stacking is you're going to link your new habit to an existing habit. Mm. So if you got one habit, then you're going to stack another habit on it, you're going to stack another habit on it like that. So that's called habit stacking. So let me give you an example of that. After, okay, this is a formula for it. Let me give you the formula first, and then I'm going to give you the example. After I blank, I will blank. So the first blank, you're going to put in your existing habit. And then the second blank, you are going to put in your new habit. Let me repeat. The formula is after I blank, I will blank. Okay. The blanks is where you want to put your habits in. So this is the example. After I brush my teeth, I will floss one tooth. Okay. But that's okay. Because you could just get on and say, I'm going to brush my teeth, which is a goal. That is a goal. I'm going to brush my teeth. But that's the old habit. So you're going to turn around and you're going to add the new habit to it. Okay. After I brush my teeth, I will floss one tooth. Okay. That is what stacking is. You start with your old habit and you're going to add on to it. So write one habit stack based on your routine. So I'm giving you action steps to kind of help you in building those habits that stick. And it's hard, y'all. This is not something that is very, very easy to do. It's hard. It's hard to break old habits and it's hard to start new habits. So, but we have to do those. We have to do these things. And so to make it easier, you want to remove the obstacles that makes that habit difficult. You want to remove the obstacle that makes the habit difficult. So let me give you an example. Lay out your gym clothes the night before or keep a water bottle on your desk if you want to drink more water. That's a lot, isn't it? That is a lot. So the action step for this is to identify one obstacle stopping you and find a way to remove it. So we either are going to lay out your gym clothes the night before, or we're going to keep a water bottle on the desk if you want to drink more water. You can break it up. But lay your clothes out the night before is kind of general. They both are kind of general to me, or keep a water bottle on the desk if you want to drink more water is more specific. All right. So you want to identify one obstacle stopping you and find a way to remove it. To remove it. Now, as I was growing up, uh, I'm gonna be honest with you. I smoked. I smoked cigarettes, and that's a habit. Smoking a cigarette is a habit. It's a bad habit. Okay, that I had developed, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I quit smoking 3 times. The first time that I quit cold turkey. I just made up in my mind that I was gonna stop smoking, and I stopped. The second time that I quit, but I went back because stress. Sometimes people eat, smoke, all those things. Those are stress related. Okay. And back then, I really didn't know that's what was happening because I'm not in the medical field or psychology or any of those things. But as I've done all this, the research and talked to different people, Um, the second time with the smoking, I quit with my husband when I was married, and we both smoked. And I believe that's probably why I went back to smoking because he smoked. Okay. And so what we did was we both went. We both went. We went to a hypnotist. It's funny, y'all. I'm gonna tell you because it's funny. And because I had never been to a hypnotist, and the people who hypnotize people, I had seen it on television, and you know how they had the people levitating up, and the legs was all up, and all those things was going on. That's what I had in mind when I went to the hypnotist, but it was nothing like that at all. In fact, I laughed the whole time I was there, y'all. This guy, he had like a wheel that had the little circles, on, and he was talking, but he was talking in like a monotone, very, he was good at it. And I just laughed. Eventually, I fell asleep, and I said, "Oh, this is not going to work." Okay. So when the session was over and we got ready to leave his office, and there was a garbage can there. The garbage can was full of cigarettes and butts and stuff with packs of cigarettes was in the garbage. And so he said, "Well, you're a non-smoker now, and you can put your cigarettes in the garbage can." I said, "Not me." I will keep my cigarettes because this did not work. Okay. So we got on and we went on and we got in the car and came on home. It took us about 45 minutes to an hour to get home because that's how far we went for the hypnotist. Oh, in the car just talking all the time. I did not light a cigarette up. I could not believe it. Got in the car, we started talking. All that thing was at home. Didn't even think about a cigarette. Okay. So that him hypnotizing worked. Okay. The third time, y'all, three strikes you're out. The third time that I quit, well, I started back because I got a divorce. And I was just determined that I was going to quit. And my girlfriend and I went. And I have not smoked since that time, uh, but it did not work for her. And she had been smoking since she was 16. And I guess I didn't start smoking until I was in my 20s. And I guess it had just, because the nicotine, they say now is addictive. They say it's addictive. It's like a drug. Okay. So, um, but she passed away. I miss her so dearly. But I'm telling you this about a habit because habits are hard to break. But my mother and someone else told me if you can do it for 7 days, you've broken that habit. If it's a bad habit that you want to break. So what you need to do, this is the fifth step, and then we're going to take a commercial break. You want to create a trigger or a cue. It's something, remember what I just said? It's something that triggers that habit. What triggered mine was stress, getting a divorce. All of those things played a part in me doing that habit of smoking cigarettes. And so a habit relies on a trigger. It's something that triggers that habit. So what you want to do, an example of this, let me give you an example first, and then I'm going to give you an action step. And after you do the action step, hi, hello. After you do the action step, um, I want you to think about the action step while we're on commercial. But let me give you an example first. The example is set an alarm as a reminder or associate drinking water with every meal. So when you see yourself getting ready to do that habit, you want to set an alarm as a reminder, associate drinking water with it, with every meal. So we're going to go to commercial. I want you to choose a reliable trigger, or I want you to choose a reliable trigger or cue for your habit. So we're going to go to commercial. I don't know what that was, y'all. Oh, Lord, help me. Okay. All right, we are back. I'm Anna. I'm the host of the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. And I am talking about habits that stick. So if you're just tuning in, that is where we are. And we're on number 6. I'm giving people steps on how they can make a habit stick. Number 6. We're on number 6, y'all. And number 6 is to celebrate small wins. I know you hear this a lot, but it's very important because those small wins lead up to big wins. And it's almost like small changes make big changes. You understand? Small changes make big changes. So small wins make big wins come true. Okay, so celebrate immediately after completing uh your habit. Celebrate right away. Celebrate. That's a small win. You want to celebrate it. Celebrate. So you're going to say, yes, I did it, or give yourself a small treat. There's many ways that you can celebrate, but you want to celebrate your small wins. The next thing, number 7, is that you want to track your progress. You want to track your progress, y'all. You want to use a habit tracker. It could be an app, it could be a journal, or it could be a calendar. Mine is a calendar. I use a big calendar, as you can see. This is my business calendar. But I'm gonna show it to you because the spaces are big, y'all. Big. I don't take this around with me. I put my other little stuff on my phone, and then when I get home, I transfer it over to this. I call this planner my Bible. Everything is in it. All that my schedules for the week, just everything. I live by the planner. And I try to get up every morning and look at it. I got to look at it because I need to know what I'm doing. And then on the weekends, I plan for my following week and what I'm going to have to do. So you want to use a habit tracker. Seeing streaks can motivate you to stay consistent. So if you track it, you write it down, you can see your improvement. You can see it. It's right there. And you can see it. But if you just go along, but you got to write it down. This is work. This is going to be work. This is work. But for the well-being of yourself and for personal development, and we all need it, y'all. We all need. I wish I had had these type of things early on in my life. I think that I would be a better person. So the action step for this one is to start tracking your habits daily. Start tracking your habits daily. Okay. We're going to the next one is number 8. And number 8 says be consistent. Not perfect. Be consistent. Not perfect, because none of us are perfect. But we want to be consistent. Focus on frequency over intensity. Focus on frequency over intensity. It's better to do 10 minutes daily than 1 hour occasionally. I got another one for you. Well, I'm a little older, and as you get older, you start having health issues. And so I had some problems walking. My legs would get tired. I couldn't make it, like, from getting out of my car, going into the store without, it was not painful. But what it was that it made my legs feel tired. And so when I went to the doctor, I had to go they said that my blood circulation was not working properly, that, my arteries was close enough. And I thought about it, and they said, "Are you exercising?" I said, I did exercise, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was an avid exerciser. I exercised 5 to 6 days a week. I would walk for an hour every day. COVID set in, and I stopped. And it was hard to get back into it. And so I told the doctor that I was going to get back into it. And I went to the club because we have an indoor track and you can walk around, the track. And I went to the club and I could not go around the whole track without my legs bothering. So what I did was I decided that I needed to make some changes, because if I didn't, I was, my arteries is going to change up. So you might see me on Facebook or YouTube doing motivational movement. There's a reason. There's a reason, because I need to move. And so the other thing is I could not go. I'm about ready to go to the club now, y'all, because you know what I did? I'm going to tell you. When it says here, it's better to do 10 minutes daily than 1 hour occasionally. My routine now is when I get up. First, I started with 5 minutes, y'all. I would exercise every day, walking in place every day for 5 minutes. I just want to let you all know that I am up to 15 minutes now. I am so happy, and that is a small win. Okay. Doing the 5 minutes, my legs don't bother me anymore. I don't, I can get out, walk to the store, they don't bother me. It was not moving. It's important that we move, y'all. It's important that we move. But I want to let you know that's a habit that I started. I started with 5 minutes. And when I felt good with the 5 minutes, I increased it to 10. I would do 10 minutes. And so now I am up to 15 minutes. I put on music and I just step to the music. That's what I do. I do it daily. And now I'm up to 15 minutes. When I get to 30 minutes, I'm going to go back to the club and walk around because I know I'll be able to walk around. That is my goal. I have a goal because I'm going to get back into my exercising. And I'm going to let you know 10,000 steps was nothing for me before. I could do 50 in a day because I really was into it. Now I can hardly get 5,000. But I'm getting there. I have gotten a little bit more than 5,000. But I'm working on it, and that's all we can do is work on it. So I'm trying to have fix my bad habit and make it a good habit, okay, by exercising. So that's why it's important that you be consistent, but you don't have to be perfect. And it's okay if you miss a day, but don't skip twice. Because then it's hard to get back into it. Now, I do. Some days I feel like really and truly 5 days is good for me. So I think some days I do 6, some days I might do, but usually I do 5 days. I try to rest for 2 days and then get back into it. So it's 5 days, that I try to do my little exercising. So my action step to you is commit to consistency over perfection. Just be consistent. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody's looking for anybody to be perfect. Just be consistent. That's all that matters. And then number 9 is you want to make it enjoyable. So pair your habit with something that you enjoy. Well, what do I enjoy? I enjoy music. So when I'm listening to the music, I can do my stuff. I'm just in the mood. I'm gonna tell you right now, I can usually put on I think it's Amazon because I got the Alexa, and I tell Alexa to play exercise music, and I can go through 4 songs. By 4 songs, I'm on my 15 minutes. I've done my 15 minutes. At first, it was just 1 or 2 songs, and then it became 3. Now it's 4. Okay, I feel better. I just, I know that that's what I need. And so I'm passing this on to you. So pair your habit with something that's enjoyable. And you can always listen to your favorite podcast while exercising. Because I do that too. Sometimes it's not music. Sometimes I listen to the podcast. Uh too. Find a way to make your habit fun. Find a way to make your habit fun. Now let's review. And then after I review, I'm going to take another commercial break. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to give you a habit building plan. Okay, so let's review. So I want you to reflect on your progress weekly or monthly. Just make, you can put something on, like a journal, something on the refrigerator, because most of the time women are in the kitchen. So you put that on the refrigerator. And you can just jot it when you go jot down something on there. But I want you to reflect on your progress weekly or monthly. Ask what's working, what needs adjustment. Ah, this reminds me of school. I have you have we most of the time you have these techniques because this is something that I would do at the end of the year when I was teaching. What worked for me that year? What didn't work for me? What needed adjustments? So you want to do that in your life as well, not just in your job or anything, but in your life. What's working in your life? What do I need to do to make adjustments? What do I need to do, or what adjustments do I need? That's what you need to kind of think about. So my action plan for that is schedule a monthly habit review. Just a monthly habit review. That's all. Schedule a monthly habit review. All right. So let's take one more commercial break, and then I am going to come back and tell you, give you some examples of a habit building plan. Okay. And then I'm also going to give you some key takeaways for tonight, and I'm going to make an announcement. So let's go to the commercial. Uh, let's see what I got here. Okay. I think this is. I want to let me put. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's one. I want these. These are things that I want. Now, if you're interested in any of those, becoming a sponsor or advertise, I have or advertising. We do have advertising, and if you see, I'm doing uh, the wigs as they're one of my sponsors. They sponsor hair for me, but you can also advertise on my podcast. And I also have commercial slots, and I would love for you to become a guest. I am going to have a guest next month. Uh, we're setting it up right as I speak. She texted me this evening. But I do have availability, and I just want to remind you I'm a part of the CTI Media Network. And if you look down at the bottom of the screen, I'm on all of those platforms. And you know what? We are even on live TV. And so when I come on and say that we, I'm going to change it now. We are in 350 million households, y'all. 350 million households in over 140 countries. Do you hear me? If you want your business to have some type of visibility, you need to jump on the sponsorship or the advertising. I have some beautiful plans for you. Some of them where you can have your slot going on all year. So I just wanted to make sure that I let you know that before we go off. That's one of the things that I needed to tell you. So I'm asking for that. And I'm also asking for you to, if you want to reach out to me, you can. This is my email. So if you have any questions or If you're interested in any of the advertising or commercial slots, as well as sponsor or guests, you can reach out to me there. You can also reach out to me here. This is my bit, and my bit supplies you. It's like my website. You can click on that and go there. I also go live during the week on my personal profile in Facebook and Instagram. So this is my Instagram, and also this is my Facebook. Um, if you want to check me out there as well. Okay. So I did want to tell you that before I give you this example of the habit building plan. So this is an example now. The goal is to improve physical health. That's my goal. So my habit is to exercise for 20 minutes every morning. I'm almost there, y'all. I'm almost there. Okay. My trigger is after I brush my teeth. So after I get up and brush my teeth, what am I going to do? I'm going to exercise for 20 minutes every morning. My action is to do a 20-minute workout. Right now I'm at 15, but I'm getting it. I started with 5, though. Started with 5. So my reward is to enjoy a smoothie after the workout. Now, a smoothie is kind of healthy. So remember, I'm trying to improve my physical health. So I want to have something after. Now, smoothie can be really good. Fresh fruit and all that stuff. It can be really nice. So, and then I want to track. So I'm going to use a calendar to mark my workout days. Isn't that what I just said? I showed you all of those things. I'm going to use that calendar, or you can use a journal. I use my journal for something different because it's my journal is I do journaling too, but it's a gratitude journal. But my other stuff I put in this plan in my plan. Okay. So the key takeaways that I want you to have for this evening is clarity. Know what your why is. Know your why. Number 2, I want you to start small. Make it manageable. Number 3, I want you to use triggers. Link habits in existing routines. Like I did, I'm going to exercise. After I brush my teeth, I'm going to exercise for 20 minutes. Track your progress. Stay accountable. Stay accountable. Now, if you want, you can have someone do, the personal development with you all. You all can be accountable partners, accountability partners, however you want to do it or say it, but it's up to you. And remember to stay accountable, track your progress, and you want to celebrate your wins. You want to celebrate your win. So reinforce positive behavior. Now, I do have, let me see, do I have my announcement here? Let's see. Did I move it? Hold on, y'all. I had wanted to make this announcement because next week is our last session. I thought I had it here though. Hold on, maybe I see it. I'm not even on the page. Okay. All right. All right. Let me find it. Because I want to make this announcement. This was a series, you all, and I was looking for this early. Here's my thing. Because when we talk about our why, this is my why. Yeah. See, everything that I'm telling you all, I do it myself. Okay. Because I need personal development just like everybody else. So I do want to, I don't know what I did with the thing to make the announcement, but hopefully this is it. No. I call myself being, yeah, I thought I had it with my papers, but hate to seem disorganized, y'all. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is it. I put it back in my with my paperwork. So I just want to know. I want to let you know that we're just about ready to wrap up this series. New year, new mindset. Your guide to a purpose driven year. What I did was I have an ebook coming out, and I'm excited to announce the upcoming release of my exclusive ebook, Your Guide to Purpose Driven Year, Practical Steps for Personal Growth. Inside, you're going to find reflective prompts, goal setting templates, and habit tracking tools. So stay tuned because you'll be the first to know when it's ready. It should be ready by the end of the session. And so it's going to give you an overview. It's like a workbook, and it's going to give you an overview of it. It's not costly at all, but there is a price for it. So, but it will help you in developing your personal development as well as your why. So, in summary, in summary, I just want to say this: by forming habits, um, by by forming habits, it's just not about personal gain. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. So you can contribute more to your relationships, your work, and the world around you. So why wait? Start forming habits today and then unlock your full potential. I want to thank you this evening for tuning in to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. I always close my show with what I call the epitome of life. They're called the three L's, y'all. The first one is life or live. Live your life to the fullest. Do those things that make you happy. The second one is what I do all the time. I laugh, and it's okay to laugh. Don't let nobody take your bubble away. Laugh. Laughter is good for the soul. They wish they could laugh. Okay? It's good for the soul. Because sometimes some people say, you always laughing. So what? I'm always laughing. Somebody told my mother that one time. She is always so happy. And she said, well, mother said, why wouldn't she be happy? Okay? So, there's a lot of negativity out here. So you have to be very, very careful with that negativity. So, you cannot let that negativity bother you. When you're young, it affects you. Now I'm old. you know. So laughter is good for you. Okay. And the last thing, which is so important now, it's very, very important. It's called love yourself, self love. Self love Oh my God, it's the best love. So take care of you. And with that being said, I'm going to wish you a good evening. Make sure you stay tuned so you can get this ebook for next week. Also, remember to, guess what? Subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as all my social media platforms. You all have a great evening. It's been a pleasure. Oops. Here we go.